I was happy once upon a time. Alright, maybe not. But I certainly found myself in a much better spot. I lived my modest life exactly how I saw fit, aiming to do all the things that I had always wished. Looking back, I never really felt I was asking for too much. Just a reliable little job, to pay the bills and such. And while it wasn't exactly what you would call the pick of the bunch, at least I got to have a full hour's lunch. All the people that I regularly worked alongside were friends to me, always doing their jobs with pride. And though the boss may have always kept to a distance, he would always be prepared to sit down and simply listen. It's though I could plan things with a kind of impunity, as I really like to think that I had some genuine job security. I certainly never thought things would change this fast. But the modern world these days never lets anything last. Some new owners stepped in and bought the whole place, which was great at first as we joined the global race. But when the money men brought everything to a stop, we all quickly found our heads on the same chopping block. They said, since sales were down and demand had ceased, unfortunately the redundancies would have to increase. All my years of loyal service didn't even seem to apply, as I was one of the very first to get my P45. My whole world collapsed in a single, solitary day, and I still didn't know if I'd get any redundancy pay. The whole place was in chaos. Some people sat crying, and yet somehow those at the top were all stood there, smiling. I've always tried to accept that we weren't the only company to go, as I've heard similar stories from other people that I know. But I can't help but feel the true cause of our failing was purely the end result of ruthless money-making. I'll always remember that last day on the company grounds. No machines busy running, just heavy sighs all around. A final farewell to all the familiar faces I knew, and then straight in the line of bodies called the job centre queue. Endless forms to fill in and phone calls to make. I give them all of my details, and still they make mistakes. Every single sign-on fortnight comes around in a flash, and there I am on my knees again, pleading for some cash. But it's not enough to just look at those electronic boards that show no sign of improvement for the growing, bitter hordes. You also have to justify why you are still sitting there. But even if you tell them, they just don't seem to care. So many applications I've posted and CVs sent through email, just to get no reply. So I'll assume then that I failed. To help, they give me this paper that's just a bribe in disguise. Another useless gimmick to go with all the useless lies. The days are all the same now, just disappointment and stress. I'm losing all of my faith, but I find that I simply don't care less. Those fortunate enough to keep their jobs look straight down their nose, convinced I'm simply nothing but a lazy so-and-so. And all I can really think is that I was happy once upon a time. Alright, maybe not, but I was certainly doing just fine.